Modern Warfare 2 Stimulus Package is finally here, but will this beast of a map pack have you wanting more, or leave you unfulfilled? Start with Bailout. The majority of Bailout takes place in and out of apartment structures and patrolling the outside role. You don't actually feel as if you're part of this complex as much as you feel sort of refreshed to know that there are places to actually go. This map does a really good job of providing something for everybody. Overwatch can be executed from multiple vantage points, and some spots are actually much stronger than others. With this in mind, the mapper means to keep balance. If you're not a long-range or distance fan, you can breach the interior of the map for some close-quarters combat. If you're a more strategic player, the main street is a dangerous yet effective way to shortcut through the map. There's really not one place to swarm over on this map. Players will find themselves taking routes they enjoy the most. Objective games is sort of where this map falls slightly short. Because of the designated bomb sites, or capture sites, this map will have interior fighters shielding their eyes from the awful sun and outdoor players fearing the inside. If you're an all-around player like myself, you'll probably enjoy objective games more, but some will dislike the map for this very reason. Alright, the next map is Salvage. I've heard mixed reviews on this map. Some say the simplicity makes for far better gunfight experience, and others complain about the irregular size and object placement. True, this map is quite basic, and aside from a few buildings, it doesn't provide very much interior. Salvage, in my opinion, is a poorly designed map. There are a lot of ways to flank your opponent, which can result in you in scratching your head sometimes. I have personally come to enjoy it, but others will see it from a very different perspective. Camping is heavy, and you'll encounter corners at almost every choke point, some being very subtle and difficult to detect. Sniping is absent for the most part, as well as long-range firefights, which is good. Elevation comes in the form of warehouses and crates stacked on top of each other. There's a lot of improvisation on this map, and it's fun to play if you're winning. Losing is a whole different story. Storm. Storm was confusing for me. It certainly turns the majority of firefights into long-range battles, which I dislike. Even the interior of the map is extremely big, and quite honestly annoying. CQB is limited, but isn't rare, certainly isn't shown enough. Objective games are the funnest here because they show the strong points of Storm, however few there are, and magnifies them. The whole map just feels like it wasn't created correctly, or even created for Modern Warfare 2. The rainy backdrop also is a downer. Balancing here is okay. You have a few ways to traverse the map, the outside routes being the most commonly used. The warehouses make an attempt, but gun battles here happen from catwalk to catwalk, and the center is humiliating. Sometimes, however, if you're engaged in an epic confrontation with your team, trying to stay alive, you'll forget about the shortcomings. Of course, there are the two maps from Call of Duty 4, Crash and Overgrown. I'm not going to take the time to review these two maps, because I know that they're so old that most people have already come up with their own opinions on them. I wouldn't be right for me to judge old maps from an old game on a new game with new gameplay standards. All in all, this map pack is solid. A lot of people will dislike it, but you have to understand that you're reviewing the maps, and you're looking at the maps. You're not looking at the game. A lot of people dislike Modern Warfare 2. If you dislike Modern Warfare 2, then you probably won't want to buy the map pack in the first place. One map pack isn't going to save an entire game, but it gets a solid 7 out of 5.